What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to a special Green Keane Classic Online Tournament Shield for the St. Patrick's Day weekend. So you guys will probably already have played in this a few times at this point, but we're throwing this up and I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy it. At the end of this, I'm going to throw in a ton of goals because, frankly, I got kicked out of this tournament like 4 or 5 times in the semifinals with just like DC from server, and it like reset me in the tournament. So I was really frustrated by the end of it. So I thought I'd include some goals at the end. We'll give you guys a little music to go along with it if you're looking for those. I got my skill game on with Mr. McGeady once or twice. So without further ado, let's head on into the cup. And on we went into our first match, and what's kind of entertaining, what's kind of funny about this tournament is there's really not too much variation. This guy already has the green Keane. He's got an interesting left back situation going on right there, but the squad that I went with, nothing too crazy. I really just took a lot of players the players that I had in my club, tossed them into a team. I found that rather than Darren Gibson, I like this Waylon a lot better, so I played him. And we went with that team going forward. I found that I liked Keane as my attacking mid better than I liked Houlihan. And realistically, if you're playing against a guy and he's not using Shane Long up front, he's really just putting himself at a disadvantage in this tournament, because Shane Long's pace against the majority of the Irish defenders' lack of pace is really exploitable. And it's funny, you know, this tournament really gives you a good chance to work on defending pacey players with some guys that maybe aren't going to be the quickest at the back. But Keane doing work right there. A little fortunate with the rebound. I found, though, that my back line, they just were not interested in marking up on crosses. And you're going to see that is a common theme for this one. That guy gets one back right there. Now we're 68th minute. Why not bomb it up the line one more time? Toss it in. My center backs just aren't interested in marking players in the box, which is okay. I probably should have used crosses a little bit more and tried to exploit that as well. But nonetheless, it's 2-2, and I've got the you won't like me when I'm angry, and give him the Hulk smash and get all sorts of green that way. Maybe. It's a lovely through ball inside there. It's Shane Long, and he finds his way to the end line, and there's that cross. Well, that was an A pass, but nonetheless, it is the young McLean getting on the end of it. And if somebody's using McLean, chances are they spent a little bit more. I happen to have him on my club. He is a brilliant silver player, and I very much will try to include him in teams in the future. He will 100% feature again in some sort of a Sunday Silvers episode. Because I found that I really enjoyed his positioning, enjoyed his 4-star skills. He turned up in good spots for me. Well, I guess that's positioning, but his pace is nice. You know, there's a lot of things about him that are really nice. This guy, 54 rated center back. He's got the informed Keane, though, so there's that. And this was a common theme. I think a lot of people went 4-1-2-1-2, 4-3-1-2. You're using Long, you're using Keane, and you're using Houlihan behind them. That seemed to be the most common thing that I came up against. But of course, crosses it in. Nice easy goal because my players aren't interested. I probably could have got a shot off near post there, and I got myself a little turned around. Tried to throw it across myself, but it falls to the McCarthy. McCarthy, he's got a little bit of a peg on him. I was a bit surprised. I was a bit pleased as well. He's kind of a midfield general. He could turn up in some more serious gold teams and do a job in the future. And he's got really nice links with the Everton connection with Coleman and McGeady as well. But it's Keane finding a little bit of free space, top of the box. He just loops it over the keeper. Now, that is one of the funniest keeper saves or keeper dive attempts that I think I've seen yet this year. I don't think we watch it back, but the keeper just essentially throws himself backwards, and I was like, that's bizarre. That was not what I was intending to do with that shot at all. That was a finesse shot, and it looked absolutely magnificent. Here's Shane Long doing his thing, just using all sorts of pace and running through defenders. It's too quick if you're not going to be able to tackle him the first time. He's 100% going to get it back, and that's an easy, cheesy goal that I'll take nonetheless. You can see Keane, wait. McGeady, brilliant run and easy finish, banks it off the post. This guy did pick up a red card earlier in the game. It was kind of a silly foul that I wasn't sure if it was red card worthy. Now, it was more red card worthy than Ibra's red card earlier in the week, which UEFA's decided they are not going to overturn, at least the last that I read, which is interesting. I was pretty sure that that one was going to get overturned, but nonetheless, Ibra's going to be sitting out. I think David Luiz's suspension as well, so a little bit of Champions League chatter in there. Things to think about for the next round. This match, though, getting out of hand, 5-1 now at this point. He just kind of dragged me down in the box, really nice and easy. He ends up rage quitting on out as we move on into the semifinal, and this is where I started crossing my fingers thinking, please, EA, not again, not for a third. I think this was the third time, so third time's the charge. And do not kick me out for a third time just because your servers are not your top priority to fix, right? We've got the price ranges. That's the #1 thing on EA's agenda because they just fix the freaking. Okay. This guy's got some boost cards. He's got McLean in there as well. I thought it was a cool looking one. I think it's Kieran Clark from Aston Villa there on the left. He's using Seamus Coleman as a center back as well. So I actually thought this was a very well constructed squad. And I thought this guy might be onto something. But nonetheless, McCarthy sliding into a brilliant spot. Finds a nice pass to his teammate, Aiden McGeady. Blasts home 6 minute 1-0. Starting on the right path. When you can get that early goal, things generally get a lot better, but if you can't defend crosses, it just is what it is. That one we actually did defend, and the rebound off the shot just falls right back into his lap. Put it on a pedestal, put it on a platter. He's going to be munching on that goal all night long. Nonetheless, though, 1-1, 58th minute, slowly working things forward. And this was just one of those goals that I think I was pleased with it. That back heel, this back heel, nice first-time fake shot. And it just absolutely felt like a shredding of a defense. That's the kind of goal you'd be expecting to score with a team of players that have a lot higher passing. I will say I did not come up against one guy using any variation of the 4-2-3-1 in this tournament. Saw 1 or 2 4-3-3s, a lot of 4-1-2-1-2s, 4-3-1-2s, a lot of people crossing and scoring on me. I could not believe that I was so bad at defending these crosses, and it was just so easy for him to score. Nice little elastico there, Aiden McGeady. Somehow, he's going to end up holding on to this. McLean getting into a brilliant spot, and his defender comes in just a little bit too late. Going to go ahead and give a penalty over to me, 73rd minute. And I kind of felt bad for him a little bit. Felt like he was done a little bit right there, but nonetheless, we bang it home. We are interested in the green Keane and the 20,000 coins that come along with it. If I didn't have a buddy's bachelor party going on this weekend, I might be spending some serious playtime because you do get the 20,000 coins if you win it back. Little World Cup pass right there. Not sure if Daily Blind or James McLean. Finds Shane Long in the box, nods home. His keeper was rushing out on that one. It was just a wonderful, and that's an LBY, and it's just brilliantly weighted and, you know, put on a dime in the box. Going to take that one 10 times out of 10. But I would be seriously playing this tournament because it is not a very difficult tournament to win. If you are competent using lower-ish rated players. Right there, that was a flick of the right stick to do that first-time turn with Keane. Absolutely worked out brilliantly. Gives me a 5-2 lead. Now, I would have felt bad about the penalty if that had been the deciding factor in this game, but at this point, it got out of hand quick, and maybe that did play into it because his mentality had to change. McLean, though, nice bit of work, not rushing it. Just kind of waiting to see what he's going to give me. Eventually, I decide I don't like it. Find a pass inside to Shane Long, and I'm dragged down yet again. You can't hit right bump. Oh, it's my right bumper. You can't hit the tackle button. For most of you guys, it'll be the B button. I believe circle on PlayStation. You cannot hit it with low-rated players in the box from behind because they just drag them down. It's just the way. High-rated players, you'll like maybe give them a shoulder nudge and you'll get away with it. Low-rated players, that is a death wish, because you're going to give up penalty after penalty. And you can see I had a lot of shots that game. So we're on into the Green Keane Classic Final. And, gosh, closing in on 100 losses as well. That's a bit disappointing. Nonetheless, we'll hit it. It will happen. And especially if EA keeps giving me DNFs when I get kicked out of some of these matches. It's so freaking frustrating and annoying. I just don't understand why that can't be fixed. All right, that's twice. So shame on me for bringing it up one too many times. This guy, again, using that 54. I don't know. Is he pacey? Because I've seen him a few times. I don't know what his draw is. But that's a pretty well-rounded midfield there. He's using... who is the left? I don't know who his left mid is. I wanted to say Grealish, but I'm pretty sure Grealish is at Villa. Nonetheless, though, he doesn't have McLean And that's an easy cut inside for Aiden McGeady, who blasts it home into the far corner with his left foot. H2O down 1-0 in the 25th minute. And this is Keane just kind of breaking free, but a brilliant tackle, and then it fell to McGeady, and McGeady is quick, and that was clumsy. That's going to be an easy penalty to give up right there. My two CBs, I think they have about 66 pace and 67 pace, 68 pace, something like that. And I absolutely love tournaments like this. I wish EA would do more of these, because this is just brilliant. It's fun. It's it forces people to use different things, but you know you can use then these different teams without feeling like you're up against something crazy. Keane finds his way into the box, 76th minute. Could have passed it right across. Didn't pass it right across. Got a little bit lucky on that one. And the slide tackle shot is just one of those things that it finds its way in more often than not. It's a 2-1, 84th minute, and this is this is icing on the cake for me. This is that little bit of something extra with this back heel. Pure brilliance. One more time across. Just ping, ping, ping on the passing. And it makes me freaking happy seeing something like that. So 3-1 now. 85th minute is the way that one is the way this one is going to come to a close. We are gonna get that green Keane, and I wish they had like maybe a slight boost or something. I don't know. A little something. The green card, that's fun though. I'm surprised that EA doesn't do stuff like this more often, because those cards hold a little bit of extra value and they're fun to have in your club, and it entices people to play a little bit more. So I'm surprised. I'll be shocked if we don't see it a bit more often from this point forward. We do win the cup though, and it is nice. Of course, I'm going to show you guys some goals from the rest of the tournament. If that's something you're interested in, at the very end of this, toss those in there. But if this is where you're going to come to a close with my commentary, I want to say thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, a like or thumbs up, of course, is greatly appreciated. It helps me out, helps my channel grow, and lets me know that you guys are feeling the content. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.